It's a real shame that there aren't any guests at your hotel.
We had our moment of glory, but now it's all in the past. That's all.
Doesn't it make you sad?
Why should it? Once upon a time I met the greatest of the great. Now I got my memories. Sweet memories.
Syberia is an interesting game. It's a classic. It's a bit artsy, a bit silly, a bit stupid, but quite comfy. You play as Kate Walker, a lawyer out to find the missing heir of an automaton factory to complete a business deal. The story is messy, but it manages to touch upon a great number of things without feeling incoherent. It jumps between stories of old Stone Age tribes, to Kate getting harassed from her angry boss, to an eccentric, mammoth-loving genius, to automatons, to old societies in decay, to old opera singers, and on it goes. It is impressive that it fits together as well as it does, and the game have this nice atmosphere to it that is hard to describe. It's almost a bit too artsy-fartsy for my taste, but the game have this nice contrast with the present and the glory of the past, which is just great. Despite feeling overall like a thinking man's game, however, at times it still have these stupid parts that would feel more at home in a Disney movie. And the game certainly have many plot holes as well. The pacing is also very slow, and if you don't enjoy the atmosphere, then the story probably won't do it for you. Thankfully, the presentation helps the atmosphere out quite a bit.
So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow. This Hans Vorarlberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored. Not like back here in the office. Every day is boredom day. Just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Shouldn't be long, I hope. Look, I've got to go. See you soon.
The voice acting is nice, and while the number of background tracks are quite limited, what is there is fairly good. The main track in particular. The cutscenes looks nice, and the environments in the game still holds up today. My one complaint is that it can be a bit too much grey at times. The character models is probably the ones that have aged the worst, but I should mention that I am the kind of bugged-eye freak who can play the game stretched and barely notice it, so take what my lying eyes tell you with a grain of salt. Sadly, even in a classic like this, the puzzles are not all that great. There are some okay ones, but there is a lot of nonsense in this game. You can't highlight interactable objects, which I dislike, and it is especially annoying in the large areas. What is the most disheartening though is the number of complete nonsense puzzles in the game. Just once, I would like to play one of the classic point-and-click games and feel that the puzzles are actually decent to good. I mean, can it really be that hard to have puzzles that make sense? I want to give you an example, so prepare for a slight spoiler. There is a control panel controlling a floodgate, and you don't know how to control it.
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize.
But there is a phone number you can call to get help. Calling this phone number makes sense.
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. To start, press the number sign.
You have to press some numbers in the phone queue, as you usually have to. But in the end, it is all for nothing, as the technician is on holiday.
Running past lock, press 3. If you are using the Barrackstadt lock, press 4. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday and no replacement is available.
So what should you do to proceed? I actually solved this without the guide, and the solution is to use the same numbers you used in the phone queue to control the floodgates. Wait, what? The fact that I solved this proves that adventure games are making me crazy. I no longer think rationally, I just see patterns and connections.
What does that mean? You're a nut! You're crazy in the coconut! What does that mean?
I'm going to leave this point now, but if adventure games ever shall become something normal people enjoy, besides weirdos and freaks, then perhaps they should get rid of stuff like this. But to get back on track, I enjoyed Siberia quite a bit, and I think that it still holds up today. I will continue with Siberia 2, and if you like slower paced adventure games, then I would certainly recommend Siberia as well, despite its puzzles.